Resident Evil is one of the most celebrated gaming franchises of all time and has produced some fantastic characters that gamers can't get enough of. However, there is one character who is a tad bit more popular. That character is Leon Scott Kennedy, who made his first appearance in Resident Evil 2, and with every passing year is becoming even more popular, especially after the Resident Evil 2 remake. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video to learn more about this character. Who is Leon Scott Kennedy? Leon Kennedy is an Italian-American who works as a federal agent for a counter-terrorism agency known as the Division of Security Operations, more commonly referred to as DSO. During his initial appearance in Resident Evil 2, he is shown to have fringed brown hair and brown eyes. However, later, his hair is a distinct copper hue, and he has blue eyes instead of brown.
Marvin, I've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies.
Early career. Leon's time as a police officer in Raccoon City. Leon's life as a kid was tumultuous owing to his family's connection to criminal activities. This eventually led to the death of his entire family, and Leon became an orphan. However, he managed to endure his misfortune with the help of a police officer, which later inspired him to become a police officer in order to help people in need. He graduated from the police academy at the age of 21 and requested that he be posted in Raccoon Police Department in light of the unusual murders taking place near the Arklay Mountains vicinity. But the night before he was supposed to join the RPD, he got a bit drunk after he had broken up with his girlfriend. He decided to stay at a motel for the night and overslept and was late for his first day at work the next day, which incidentally saved his life. When he tried to call the police station, he couldn't, so he rushed down in his car towards Raccoon City, having no idea what had happened while he was sleeping.
Don't shoot! Get down!
The T-Virus Outbreak of 1998. After arriving in Raccoon City, he gets to know about the release of a bioweapon, owing to which the city was under complete military lockdown. While moving south into the city, he was attacked by zombies while he was inspecting a body in the middle of an exceptionally silent main street. While trying to escape into an alleyway, he came across Claire Redfield, who had been trying to escape the zombies herself while trying to locate her brother Chris. Together, they make an effort to reach the police station in an RPD cruiser without realizing that there are zombies in the car. This leads to an accident as the zombies inside the car attack them on their way to the police station. After the car was destroyed, they made their way to the police station separately. When Leon reached the police station, he found out that the police station itself had been compromised. The only 3 officers he came across who hadn't turned into zombies were Elliot Edward, Police Chief Brian Irons, and also an injured Lieutenant Marvin Branagh, who would later transform into a zombie. He also encountered a little girl named Sherry Birkin, stalling his plans to take his own life. Later, while looking for clues in the basement, he came across Ada Wong, a corporate spy trying to recover the G-Virus for a rival company of the Umbrella. However, to secure her mission, she lies to Leon, telling him that she is looking for her boyfriend, John Clemens. Ada and Leon strike a connection immediately, and Leon even saves her from Annette Birkin, during which he gets shot. Subsequently, Ada is wounded by the mutated claw of William Birkin. Annette also reveals Ada's true identity to Leon, which he only believes when Ada confirms later. Ada goes on to save his life when he is attacked by T-00, or the G-Virus mutated William Birkin, by drawing its attention towards her. She gets severely wounded while dealing with the creature, but manages to take it down by shooting 3 bullets into its head, following which it collapses into an iron-smelting pot. As a result of her injuries, Ada is rendered unconscious, but Leon thinks that she is no more. But in the end, she hands over an RPG to Leon for him to take down the further mutated T-00. At last, Leon catches up with Claire and Sherry, and the 3 escape as the facility self-destructs via a train through a secret railway pass. joining the anti-umbrella pursuit and investigation team. After the incident in Raccoon City, Leon joined the anti-umbrella pursuit and investigation team, a division of U.S. Stratcom, an organization dedicated to anti-BOW operations. After training, he transforms from a rookie cop to a hardcore secret agent with extensive knowledge of weapons and lethal guerrilla warfare skills. His team was the main deterrent against any bioterrorism threat and conducted their operations with direct presidential oversight. During his training, he tries to figure out the scale of Umbrella and gets to know about Albert Wesker, who also learns that Ada Wong probably survived Raccoon City. Leon's escapades in South America. In 2002, Leon and another agent named Jack Krauser were sent on one of the first missions undertaken by the anti-umbrella pursuit and investigation team. They were dispatched to a small country in South America to scrutinize the activities of Javier Hidalgo, a drug lord who had been in contact with an ex-umbrella scientist to procure biological agents. During their investigation, Leon comes across Manuela, Javier's daughter, and discovers that she could be the remedy to a few biological agents that have been infecting the area. Javier, in the meantime, had infected himself with the T. veronica virus and integrated with the local flora, transforming into a huge, hideous creature called the Veronica Complex, posing a threat to the entire ecosystem of the Amazon rainforest if Leon doesn't stop him in time. However, Leon, Jack, and Manuela managed to stop the creature in time, unaware that Albert Wesker had been monitoring them closely. Leon versus Los Iluminados. When the newly elected president's daughter Ashley was abducted in 2004, Leon was tasked with getting her back. The intel pointed towards a small village in Spain. Leon, alongside two local officers, was asked to investigate. However, under mysterious circumstances, both the cops went missing and were later found dead. Leon had to survive on his sheer survival skills amongst the people of the village, who seemed awfully strange. Later, with the help of Ingrid Honigman, Leon's sole government contact, he learned about the Los Iluminados, a religious cult led by Osmond Sadler. The cult used a parasite called the Plaga to control the villagers as well as a few others in the area, including mercenaries. Leon also receives help from Luis Serra, a former scientist at Los Iluminados. Also involved in this incident is Ada, who helps Leon but has her own separate mission. Meanwhile, Leon learns that the cult had intercepted the transmission he had been receiving from Hunnigan all this while. He ultimately comes across Ashley in a church, and the two try to get out of the cult's territory. But they later get to know that both of them had been infected with the plagas and must find a cure before they end up as Sadler's puppets. They go on to procure weapons from the enigmatic merchant to fight their way across the village. Eventually, they come across two of Sadler's stooges, Vitoris Mendez and Raymond Salazar. Leon also meets his old partner, Jack Krauser, who works for both Sadler and Wesker as a double agent. However, in the meantime, Ashley gets kidnapped again. With the help of Ada, Leon makes his way to Sadler's base, where he engages in a fight with Jack for the first time and also manages to remove the parasite from Ashley as well as himself, with the help of a radiation machine that Lewis had previously developed. After that, he goes after Sadler, who is transformed into his true form, but he manages to take him down with the help of a rocket provided by Ada. But right after that, Ada forcefully seizes the Plaga samples from Leon, but also provides them with a jetpack to escape. A few days after the incident, Leon submitting the Kennedy report, detailing his mission experience, which other agents, including Chris Redfield, would later read. Taking down Will Pharma. After Leon returns from his mission in Spain, he is asked to handle a situation in a small city in the States called Harderville in the wake of recent bioterrorism attacks at the airport. He sees Claire Redfield at the airport, who has been working in association with the human rights organization TerraSave. Eventually, they figured out that Will Pharma, a pharmaceutical company helmed by an ex-umbrella scientist, Frederick Downing, was responsible for these attacks and had been doing so to increase demands for their T-virus and G-virus vaccines. Downing is later apprehended, but it is revealed that he might have been using the position to sell T-virus in order to be weaponized. Uncovering sins of the past. After a hacking incident at the White House, Leon is asked to investigate. When he arrives at the White House, the power goes out, and a few staff members are affected by a mysterious virus and turn into zombies. But the president decides to cover up the incident. Meanwhile, Leon comes across Claire, who informs him about the biohazard discovery in Panamstam. The stolen files during the hacking reveal a secret bioresearch facility in Shanghai. Leon, Jason, and Shen Mei are to infiltrate this plant to uncover the sinister plot of the hackers. On their way to Shanghai, Leon expects that Jason and Shen Mei are traitors and had killed Jason before it is revealed that they have been working together to uncover a conspiracy regarding Senator Wilson and how he had used bioweapons during the Panamstam conflict. Shen Mei also had an implant chip as proof, but unfortunately her ancestral Shanghai home exploded while she was explaining everything to Leon. Leon figures out that Jason is a mutant who is trying to take revenge for his harrowing experience during the Panamstam conflict and was the one who caused the explosion. Upon returning back to the States, Leon and Shen Mei discover Jason mutating in a secret facility below Andrews Air Force Base. The supercomputer at the base detects a biohazard and starts dumping dormant super soldiers into a giant vat of acid. Shen Mei tries to talk some sense into Jason but gets killed instead. Leon tries to kill Jason but only manages to destroy his arm. However, Leon manages to drop Jason into the acid to save the president. Leon goes after Svetlana Belkova. Later, Leon goes back to Europe when reports of bioweapons being used in the civil war of the Eastern Slav Republic come to the surface, and he is sent there to investigate the situation. Initially, he thinks it's the work of Ada Wong because of her betrayal back in Spain. But when he reaches the country, he learns that it is actually Svetlana Belkova, the president of the Eastern Slav Republic, using the Los Plagos and tyrants to consolidate her power in the country ravaged by war. But just as he is about to engage with tyrants, using nothing but a blade, a joint task force of the United States and Russian military intervene and save Leon while ousting Belkova from power. The Treachery of Derek Simmons. In 2013, President Adam Benford decided to reveal the truth about Raccoon City. However, he was infected by the C virus and turned into a zombie. Having left with no other option, Leon puts a bullet in Benford, the man who had inducted him into the anti-umbrella pursuit and investigation team. Leon and his fellow agent Helena make their way out of the university campus, reach the Tall Oak Cathedral, and make their way to the basement to uncover a sinister plot. It is revealed that Derek Simmons, the national security advisor, is the one who had caused the outbreak, which had affected around 70,000 people, and had conveniently blamed Leon and Helena for it. Derek Simmons further orders the destruction of Tall Oaks, but Leon and Helena somehow manage to escape and learn that Simmons has fled to China. The two of them fake their death as being wanted criminals for the murder of the president and make their way to Lanxing, China, where Simmons has already started another outbreak. On his way in, Simmons, Leon, and Helena come across Sherry Birkin, who Leon and Claire had saved during the outbreak at Raccoon City. Sherry, who is an agent herself, joins hands with Leon and Helena to bring an end to the terror caused by Simmons. When the three of them encounter Simmons, he infects himself with the C virus. He goes through several mutations throughout the duration of the fight, but is ultimately subdued by Leon, who ends him using a rocket launcher. After the battle with Simmons, Leon cannot find Ada Wong anywhere despite meeting her on his journey. Chris needs Leon's help. After the battle with Derek Simmons, it takes some time for Leon to recover. He and his team find themselves in a precarious situation while going into a group of bioweapons. His entire team gets infected and is eventually killed, and later he visits the mortuary to put a bullet in each and every teammate to stop them from mutating into horrible creatures. This evidently takes a toll on him, and he takes a leave of absence to figure out what has happened, but instead resorts to alcohol to ease his pain and trauma. But in the wake of a new series of bioweapon attacks, Chris Redfield asks Leon for his help, to which he agrees unwillingly. But by this point, he is worn out and starts questioning their efforts at containing bioterrorism. The two of them end up in New York, where another airborne bioweapon attack is being planned by Glenn Arias. Over the years, Glenn had collected numerous samples from several bioterrorist organizations that Leon had brought down, hoping to conquer the world one day. Before coming across Arias, they take down several mutated creations, Finally, when they come across Arius, he has infected himself and outclasses Chris in one-on-one combat before Leon shows up to save Chris by crashing his motorcycle into the mutated abomination. Although the crash nearly kills Arius, Chris kills him with a final blow using a grenade launcher. After the battle, Leon ponders whether or not he is truly committed to battling bioterrorism. According to Chris, he shouldn't plan that far ahead, and he should just focus on the present. Leon in Alcatraz. Leon was asked to save Dr. Antonio Taylor from bioterrorist abductors a year after the incidents in New York, but was stopped by a mysterious woman. This prompted Leon to collaborate again with Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, who had been investigating Alcatraz tourists suffering from weird infections alongside Claire and Rebecca Chambers. Interesting fact about Leon you should know. Several exciting facets about Leon Kennedy need to be explored. For starters, it seems his character was inspired by the 1994 movie Leon, the Professional, where both Leon from the movie and the game are extremely skilled weapon handlers, and both of them have a connection with Matilda, where Leon in the movie takes a little girl named Matilda under his care. In the game, Leon's unlockable weapon is also called Matilda. Leon also has strong feelings for Ada Wong, which is evident when we see him trying to forget the atrocities committed by her when he approaches her and goes as far as fighting Chris to protect her. Marvelous verdict. The character of Leon has changed drastically over the years, yet he is as refreshing as the first time he popped up in Resident Evil 2. His changes signify the traumas and experiences he has been through, which does a great job of portraying the human aspect of the character, who has spent a lifetime taking down zombies and a myriad of other creatures. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And for more exciting videos, please subscribe to our channel.